Hello and welcome back to another episode of Handy Dandy Repairs. Today we are looking at a PS5 Slim edition. It's a no power, but hopefully we can figure out why and fix it. So, just move this over here. Let's go over to the overhead and give it a quick test, I guess. So we'll just quickly plug it in. I heard a crackle, which is good. And nothing at all. Alright. Cool. Definitely a no power. Let's go ahead and get that stripped down. Yeah, I'll just skip ahead until it's torn down and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've gotten down to this stage, so I'm just going to test for a few voltage rails before we go any further. So make sure we've got 12 volt, which we do. Okay, so the power supply is good. Should have 5 volt up here. That's good. I'm not too familiar with these boards. What else we should have? Got 2 there. That's interesting. If we've got 2, we probably have the 3.3. That's 5. Okay, interesting. Alright, let me take it out of the housing. Liquid metal looks okay. This is the side of the board we want to look at. So I'm just going to power it up with my bench supply so we can test a few voltages on this side of the board. Plug a positive on there, and ground on there, and inject 12 volt. Give it a little spike of power there, but it's basically drawing nothing. We didn't hit the full power sequence. So we've got an IC here. I'll just go under the scope so you can see where I'm measuring here. This RT chip here, I believe powers the South Bridge, I think. We've got 5 volt there, 5 volt there, 1.15, 3.3, so that should be 3.3, yeah, 1.15, we get up here, it's 3 volts. 5 volt, 5 volt, nothing on this one, nothing on there either. Got 1.8 there. So you've got 5, 1.5, 3.3 and 1.8. Not too sure what this one here is meant to be. What pin is that? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pins. Pin 1's here, so that's pin 8. Just quickly look that up. Not too sure if that one should have voltage or not. But anyway, we'll continue. We've got another RT chip up here, which I believe is responsible for the SSD controller. And we've got 5 volt there, so that's our input there, which is pin is that 10, 38, pin 38. is 5 volt, so we've got 5 volt in, but nothing coming out anywhere. If I'm not mistaken, this one here, I think, and this one here are enable signals, which I think come from the south bridge, so maybe a faulty south bridge. 69 GG. Okay. Could also be the RT chip here, because the enable signal could be what comes out of here. I'm not 100% sure if there's been no voltage or not. So maybe I'll try replacing this RT chip first. We've got 5 volt down here as well. Might try replacing this first just to see if we get a signal here. That could also be an enable input from the south bridge, further proving that it's a south bridge, but might just see if I've got one of those chips and quickly replace that. RT5126. Oh, there's one. Okay. Pop that off. Just go 440 degrees, 40%, 99% airflow. From here. Okay, so we'll try and replace this one here. So we'll quickly pop this one off. Spin that around. Come back in with the heat. Okay, it's on. Add a drop of flux. And just reflow that into place. Okay. just a second to cool down. Okay, it's cooled down a little bit, so we'll inject our 12 volt again. No change to the power draw. Check our voltages again. Still nothing here. Still 1.8 there. Still 1.15. Still 3.3. Still 5. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is normal not to have voltage on it. So next step would be the south bridge, unfortunately. Now, I do have one here that's already pre-balled. I re-balled just yesterday, so we've got 69 GG, and our replacement is 69 GG. So hopefully that'll be okay. I'm not actually sure if this works, but it has been re-balled. I'm not sure if it's a working one or not though, so we'll find out. Let's get this swapped out. If not, we'll have to grab another one from and re-ball that. Come in and look all of that stuff up. Just going to come in and tin it all with some leaded solder. Being very careful not to touch anything we shouldn't. We don't want to knock any components off around it. Might just come in with our anti-glare light. That's better. For me anyway. Hopefully it looks okay for you. I'm just going to gently wick this up. No pressure on the wick at all. We're not pushing down, we're just letting the heat transfer and sliding it across. Okay, I think that looks good. So I'll just come in and clean up this flux. Just add a little bit of heat. We put this light back on, you can see all the flux around, so just add a bit of heat. And that allows to clean this up a lot easier. Just like that, it's ready to receive a new south bridge. So we'll add just a drop of flux in the middle here, and we'll spread that all around nice and thin. We'll place our new south bridge on. Okay, so we have pin 1 down the bottom here. You can feel when it's sort of in place. You can feel it sort of lock in. It should be right there, I think. Definitely looks right. Feels right. Okay, so we'll come in and heat the board again. Now with leaded balls it shouldn't take as long. Hopefully we'll see it sort of bounce into place, but if not we can come back into the reflow. There we go, just like that. Put the heat on it for a few more seconds. And that should be good to go. Don't even think there's a need to reflow that. That just moved into place beautifully. Okay, now that that's had a minute to cool down, we'll just have a quick look at that under the scope, just from the side, so we can see what the balls look like. Looks pretty good to me. Got a bit of squish on them all. Not too much, but that's okay. We don't need too much squish. Where are we? This way. There it is. Looks good. Could do it a bit of a clean, but looks good otherwise. Okay, let's hook up our injection again, our bench supply, and give it a test. So quickly watching the power sequence, no change that I can notice. Let's go back up to here. Still got 5 volt there. Still got nothing on our enable signals. Maybe they do come from somewhere else, or maybe this was a faulty south bridge. I'm honestly not sure. Pretty sure these are supposed to be enable signals. It's very possible that this was a faulty south bridge. It did come off a donor board after all. So we might just re-ball another one and try that one more time. Just in case. do have one. Wonderful. Okay. So let's try this one. Now, I'm almost certain this one is definitely a working south bridge, so if this doesn't fix our problem, then the original one was probably okay. But, you know what, at least this gives us a chance to test out my new stencils. And once it has cooled down, just go back to the overhead real quick. So once it's cooled down, we can remove it from the magnetic base. Take the stencil out of the alignment jig, and we can simply peel it up like so, and the chip will just fall straight out. Literally. Very strong magnet. So then we'll give that a bit of a clean. And make sure I do this clean now, because any excess flux or even solder paste that didn't get like liquefied and turned into one of the balls, if there's any like loose stuff on there, that could end up molten and join one of the other balls. We don't want that, because then they won't be the same size. So cleaning at this stage is important. And honestly, we could probably call it there. I'm just going to quickly go into the microscope. We could probably put that on as is, but personally I do like to reflow it just in case. But honestly, that as is looks pretty damn good, besides the hairs from the brush. They're all evenly sized, evenly spaced, they're all on the pads, it's just beautiful. So you know what, I'm not even going to reflow that. I'm just going to try that as is, because I'm curious. Extremely curious. Alright, so back to the board. Let's take this one off again. Again, we'll have another look at this under the scope. That looks wonderful. Got a good amount of squish on the balls. That looks really good. Just needs a little bit of a clean, that's all. Now I am like 99% sure that this is a working south bridge. So, if all goes to plan, either this will work and then we fixed it, or it won't work and then we know it's not the south bridge. And we're back to square one. Looking for clues and whatnot. Okay, that has cooled down quite a bit. Okay, we've got it back together enough to test. So in 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's go. It's going to go to a white light. Got the logo on the screen. Come on, let's go. Let me just hook up a controller. Disable HDCP. There we go. That is fixed. I'll have to go through and test everything else and make sure it's all good to go, but what a win. Just got to put it back together and yeah, we'll list it and hopefully make a nice profit on this one. Being a Slim, it is definitely worth a bit more than the original consoles. So fingers crossed we should be making at least $200-300 on this one, so pretty happy days. And yeah, it was only a South Bridge which come off a donor, so really no parts cost. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and the bell notification so you get notified when we upload a new video. And if you want to see anything in particular or you have something that you would like me to fix for you, feel free to get in touch or leave a comment down below.